Tip number 341 from the book 501 Contractor Tips. This will not be a long video. An unconditional lien release tells the property owner that everybody has been paid. So you're usually going to get an unconditional lien release from a material supplier if there was lumber delivered to the job. And this is how it works. I already explained it in the other video on conditional releases, but you bill the property owner or client. They give you the money. You take this money and then you pay off any bills that you owe, any materials that were delivered to the property. And then they give you, the lumber company will give you an unconditional release saying that all of the materials have been paid, or a specific amount of the materials have been paid to a certain point. You take that and then you give that back to the property owner along with your unconditional releases. And that tells the property owner that everything has been paid, all labor, all materials, anything to that point. Now, if you don't provide this and you're still working for the people, so these are things we did monthly. We had to do it monthly to get paid. If I didn't provide them with a lumber release, then a lien release, unconditional, I wasn't going to get paid next time. Now, as a form of protection from the property owner, I used to get a conditional release from the lumber company saying how much money I owed the lumber company, and then they would actually write a check directly to the lumber company. I'd be cut out of the middle. This way they guaranteed that that all of these bills were paid. So there are other ways you can deal with this, but you need to understand the difference between a conditional release is that there are conditions attached to a conditional lien release. You need to understand what all those conditions are. Now, when it comes to an unconditional lien release, this is pretty much your final thing. If you somehow end up getting talked into handing the client an unconditional release and things haven't been paid, or your client is somehow manipulating you, you just lost pretty much all of your rights to file a lien against them. So let's say that they're not going to give you your final payment unless you give them this unconditional release, and then you give them this release, you might not get your final payment. It's a scam thing that you're going to have to be aware of. And I'm not going to go into a lot of details. Reasons why I don't provide certain bits of information. I don't tell stories about certain things that happen to me or other contractors is because sometimes it gives other people bad ideas. It gives those people that are a little crooked another scam they can do. So I'm not going to go into all the details on conditional and unconditional releases, but you should look into, get a little more information on them and at least understand what they mean and how they should be used.